Sup guys, well, I finally got my GPU water block in the mail here, so let's open that up. Alright, well it looks like my silver kill coil is just gonna be chilling around in here. I think that's what used to be in here. But as you can see, there is none. So I'm going to have to look for that. Here we go. There's the water block. And then I got some black tubing as well. And now I'm going to shut the camera off while I try to figure out where on earth that silver kill coil is, or if they even gave me one, or if they just ripped me off and charged me $7 and gave me none. There we go, found the little silver kill coil. It was just chilling in the bottom of the box, but I did get it, so no big deal. So now let's take a closer look at the water block. Alright, well, first thing we've got is the install guide and some nuts and bolts and whatnot. Oh yes. Wow, that's heavy. That is a heavy block. This thing feels like it weighs like 3 pounds. Got our nozzles on the back. There's our plates. This is a Danger Den all copper GTX 480 water block. I don't think I actually even said that yet. And I think that's it in the box here. Yep, that's about it. So now we've got to get that. Now we got to go and prep my card and the rest of my computer for this. Got to go drain it, clean it, all this other stuff. So let's go start. Alright. Now, pretty much the radiator has turned these like a copper color. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this. Well, second to main reason. Main reason is I want my GPU to stop being so loud and get good temps. But this also looks really nasty. But luckily the water is crystal clear still. Alright, well, we got the loop all drained now. And all those disgusting tubes are out now. Got the radiator off, still need to blow that out with compressed air and whatnot. And I still need to clean those out, which I'm just going to do off camera because that's just boring. Just run some water through it. Some, what do you call it? Distilled water through it. I mean, if you just do that for like 30 minutes or something, and then drain it out again, you should get most of your stuff out. But if you want to do it a really good way, you're going to want to get like some kind of filter to filter it all out. But I don't think I'm going to have that much buildup in there, honestly. We'll see, though. But time to get that done. Alright, well, we got the radiator all flushed and dusted out. All the fans have been dusted. All the dust wiped from each individual blade. Gotta take care of these General Typhoons. They're expensive, but they still outrun in tip-top shape. So far, money well spent. But now it's time to clean out the water block, and yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. Alright, well, we got the water block back on the motherboard now. It's all tightened down and everything. So now it's time to start on the GPU water block installation. That should be fun. But I'm probably going to have the how-to part in another video, or I might not do that at all. Haven't decided yet. Or I might just, you know, put it on and just go through the steps really, really quickly. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, there's the video card back in the computer. I think it looks pretty nice in there. So now I just have to get the tubing all put in, and then I can fill it up with coolant. Alright, well, I got all of the tubes measured and installed here. There's hooked up to the video card. There's no clamps on it at the moment, because half of the ones that I got don't work. And none of them worked on the video card, but I tried pulling off those tubes, and they do not want to come off of that video card, so I think I'm safe, but I'll still probably buy some off the internet, just to be on the safe side. And I also need another one on this side there. But other than that, I got everything else clamped up. Both of the CPU hoses, even though you can't see them in there because it's too dark, are clamped, and both of the ones hooked up to my pump are also clamped. But now it's time to fill this thing up with some water and do some leak testing, so I'm going to do that. Alright, well, started filling up the system, bleeding air bubbles out and checking for leaks and whatnot. It still has that weird vibrating noise. But apparently that's a pretty big problem with those pumps. And mine isn't nearly as loud as some of the other people that are having problems, so I actually should be quite happy. And it hasn't stopped working. But anyway, so the only problem with this is I have black tubes now, so it's hard for me to see air bubbles. But I can hear them still. Alright, I'm going to take that out for a second. Ooh. And then we're going to put the water plug back on this so I can actually tilt this without water dripping everywhere. There's that. I should not let any water out now. But now I'm just going to bleed air bubbles. Alright, well, I think I got most of the big bubbles out of there. Now I'm just going to let this run for a couple hours and see if we get any leaks. And let it get the last little tiny bits of air bubbles passed through. So, yeah. After that, we will actually hook the computer completely back up and see what's what. Alright, I have it booted up and it's been idling for a little while. So far, nothing bad has happened. And still lots of little bubbles there to work out, but that'll go away after a while. Let's see here. My graphics card now idles at 27 degrees. There we go. Get it to focus. I'm glad I finally have something I can autofocus just by touching the screen. And then as for the rest of the temperatures, at least these are idle temperatures. And then in here it also says 28 degrees. The hottest it's ever gotten so far is 30 degrees. And it's been idling for quite a while now, at least 20 to 30 minutes. So, now it's about time to start testing it. So I'm going to run some random benchmarks and whatnot and see what the temperatures go up to. Alright, well, I ran 3D Mark 11 and it got up to 41 degrees. And then the processor got up to, as you can see here. So, now I'm going to try one more thing. Alright, well, this time I ran Heaven for quite a while here, and those are the temps of the CPU. And that's the temp of the GPU. So, the highest it got was 41 degrees Celsius. That's awesome. I love water cooling. But, alright, that's going to be it for this. So, till next video, peace out, guys.